What's going on, guys? Mo with Live.Life.Trading here to show you the fastest way to learn how to trade. I'm going to start sharing my screen and we're going to get right to it. First thing you need to do is go to my YouTube channel. Hit this subscribe button right here and turn your notification bell on. Why? Because as a trader, we need to stay up to date on the latest information. We need to constantly be checking out the markets. We need to constantly be reading up about the market. We need to constantly be studying the market and practicing the market to make sure that we understand absolutely everything. The next thing you want to do is click the first link down below in the description to join my Discord group. I made a little over $1,400 trading UGAs yesterday, and you know what? The funny thing is, I actually posted on Sunday saying big sell off on natural gas, which means I'm trading DGAS and UGAS again this week. And then I wrote, looks like tomorrow might be a UGAS day. Unfortunately, I didn't listen to my own advice, which I don't understand why, but I took a trade on DGAS first thing in the morning and I lost $512. But you know what? I made $1,400 on UGAS, putting me at just below $1,000 a day, which is I'm truly blessed. I can't complain about any of that. So this is why you need to join my Discord group, because even if I don't listen to myself, you guys should, because I know exactly what I'm talking about. Then the other thing is, the other cool thing about this is this cheat sheet. I have compiled a bunch of different information that will really help you get a grasp on what you need to know and what you don't need to know. So this is just like a fundamental breakdown of basically just pen and paper kind of thing, right? Like, you got definitions here, you have my favorite patterns, you have my favorite swing trade indicators, you have my criteria checklist, which I use every single day and before every single position. Remember that, it's important as a trader to do so. Look at this, gap screening, pre-market screeners, how to use scanners, how to look for patterns, what kind of patterns are there, how to trade flag patterns. Everything you need to know is all right here. And a couple of my students actually took this entire thing and like printed it out and just like grabbed a whiteboard somewhere and just like stuck it all over there, just so that they can, like, you know, when they're trading, they can see the pattern over there and they can get it drilled into their head, because that's what you need to do. We don't care what the ticker symbol is. We don't care what the company's doing. We don't care about any of that. We care about what the company can do for you on the day or in a couple days, for example, right? We trade based on patterns, and that gives us the edge that we need in order to take profitable trades. The last thing that's on here that's absolutely wonderful is, you guys probably know that I like trading ETFs. I trade ETFs because I don't like to short the market. I don't mind trading options, but my niche is trading ETFs. So if I'm good at something, why wouldn't I stick to it, right? For example, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it's not going to do very well, right? But if you judge a fish on its ability to swim, he's going to excel in that, like A pluses on everything. So I'm good at trading ETFs. I know how to predict them. I know which direction that they technically go. And you know what? That's just my niche. So it doesn't matter if that's not your niche or not. The way I teach you how to trade will actually teach you how to trade everything. So you can trade futures, you can trade Forex, you can trade Bitcoin, whatever your heart desires. You might have to learn a couple extra things if you trade the other specific markets, but once you learn the basic fundamentals of trading, which is exactly what I'm going to teach you in this course, you'll be able to trade everything. And as you can see here, I have all the little categories for different stocks and different markets and stuff like that. And I also have moderators. For example, I have a few Forex moderators. That's strictly all they trade. They trade Forex. So you don't necessarily have to learn from me. I will teach you the basic fundamentals. After that, if you want to talk to the Forex members and you want to learn how to trade specifically Forex through them, because I don't trade Forex, right? So why would you learn from me if I don't trade Forex, for example? I trade ETFs. I'm going to teach you how to trade those beautifully, and I'm also going to teach you how to trade pretty much everything in the stock market beautifully. A little bit of extra learning that you might need to do is if you want to trade any other markets, right? So I trade a lot of ETFs, and I like trading ETFs because they're very, very easy to predict. So I have compiled a list of commodities right here that tells you exactly what is bullish and what is bearish and what future they follow. So natural gas, for example, if natural gas goes up, there is a bullish ETF that goes up with it. If natural gas is bearish, then there is an ETF that goes up. See that? If natural gas goes down, there's an ETF that goes up. And if natural gas goes up, there's an ETF that also goes up. So depending on which way natural gas trades, you can make money both ways. And if you're a good trader, you will know how to trade money both ways, because sometimes the market is going to be bullish, sometimes the market is going to be bearish. Enough about that. The last thing I want you to do is I want you to grab a notebook and a pen every time you watch my videos or every time you learn anything to do with the stock market. Why? Because I want you to take notes. There's a lot of information that you're going to be learning, and it's going to be really hard if you don't take notes. I'm one of those guys, I don't like taking notes, but when I started learning the stock market, I was like, you know what, there's so much information here, there's so much stuff for me to review that I do need to take notes, and I need to drill all of this information into my head so that it's second nature to me, right? And that's one of the most important things. So one thing that I really want you to do is take notes. And the other thing that I really want you to do is I'm going to give you homework. Yeah, I know, nobody likes doing homework, but trust me, it is going to help you so much in the long term, okay? If you hear me say a definition that you do not understand, write it down. Write it down in your notebook, okay? And because we are a stock trading community, we're not going to call it homework. We're going to call it doing your due diligence. That's a term you're going to hear very, very often when it comes to trading in the stock market. What does it mean? Due diligence just basically means before you invest your hard-earned money in any stock, do your research. Understand the pattern. Understand why you see value in the stock, because again, it's your hard-earned money that you are investing. You want your account to grow. You don't want to lose a lot of money. I mean, if you do, then maybe this isn't the right place for you. Maybe you're better off gambling at a casino. But we are not gambling here. We are taking educated trades, okay? When we trade the market, we have a higher than 50% success rate in predicting the right direction because of the trends that we follow. And what I mean by trends is literally all those patterns that you saw on the Discord group. Now, back to doing due diligence. If you hear me say a term that you don't yet understand, I want you to write it down in your handy dandy notebook, okay? Write it down. Leave a couple blank spaces beside it. And when you're done watching this video, I want you to go back, go through your notes, read them again, and search up on Google and figure out what the answer. I'm going to explain the definitions to you briefly. So for example, if I were to tell you that volatility means how much a stock moves up or down, that's pretty much all I'm going to tell you about volatility, okay? I want you to go online and do your due diligence and search it up and figure out your own words into how you can define it, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly how you do that. There's this beautiful, beautiful thing. It's called Google. And Google is probably the most amazing, amazing thing you can get. What is volatility? That's all you have to type. And look, volatility. Investopedia is probably one of the best websites for anything to do with investing. As the name suggests, Investopedia, right? Volatility is a statistical measure of the dispersion of returns for a given security or market index. Basically, what this means is that when a stock is volatile, it's going to move either up or either down, or it's going to move up and down in the same day, but it's going to move a lot. So basically, if you take a trade and into a volatile stock, that stock is going to go upwards of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10%, or downwards, whatever the case might be, right? Volatility is what we want as traders. Now, like I said, if you need to rewatch this video later, rewatch this video, but write it down in your notes. Volatility, leave a blank. I'm going to be doing a separate video in a later episode that's going to just go over definitions, just stock market lingo that you're going to hear wherever you go because you're a trader now. You're going to hear these terms and you got to understand these terms. Now, it's not about understanding what they mean. Like, for example, that Investopedia definition, it's very vague and very broad, right? Basically, all you need to understand is that when a stock is volatile, it just means it moves. As traders, we don't want stocks to trade sideways. We want them to go rapidly up, or we want them to go rapidly down, because otherwise we're not really making any money if the stock is just trading sideways, right? So basically, I'm going to show you, this is what I want you to do from now on. I want you to do some homework, or due diligence as we should call it. This is what I want you to do. So if you haven't already, go to the Thinkorswim website, which is just thinkorswim.com, and register for a paper money account. Now, data is going to be delayed 20 minutes, but for what I want you to do for this week, it doesn't really matter whether the data is delayed or not, okay? What you can do, if you live in the United States, you are a citizen of the United States, you can actually open a new account with TD Ameritrade. The reason you want to do that is because you can literally open up a $0 account with them. All you have to do is enter your social security number, and they will give you this software without any delays in data, and level 2 will be included, and you do not even have to fund your account. In Canada, it's a little bit different. We have TD Direct Investing over here, which is not as good as TD Ameritrade, I'm not gonna lie. But nonetheless, you could do the same thing with TD Direct Investing if you want real-time data. With TD Direct Investing, however, you do have to deposit $5,000 as a minimum for them to enable the live data, which is why TD Ameritrade is fantastic, because all you have to do is open up an account, answer a couple questions, boom, your account's open. Give them a quick call, hey, can you please turn on my data? And they will turn it on for you right away. Paper money, unfortunately, if you click this register for paper money button, you're going to say no because you don't have a TD Ameritrade account yet, right? And there's supposed to be a button that like allows you to continue. Okay, yeah, that's how it works. So basically, you just fill out your information, choose a user ID, put your address, put all your stuff in there, blah, blah, blah. This is just a paper account, so like they're not going to ask you anything crazy. It's not like opening up an actual brokerage account. It's just going to allow you to have this software. Now, this is the software I personally use. This is the software I like to use. You don't have to necessarily go this route. Take a look at all the other brokers in your country of choice. In Canada, there's a few that I recommend. There's TD Direct Investing, of course. There is Interactive Brokers. There's also Tradezero. Tradezero is an offshore broker, but they are pretty fantastic as well because there's no PDT rule. Same with Interactive Brokers. There's also no PDT rule. With their TD Direct Investing, I'm not 100% sure because when I opened up an account with them, I already had $25,000, so I didn't really need to worry about that, so I didn't bother asking. But if you are looking to day trade, and you want to know, just give TD Direct Investing a quick call and just be like, hey, I want to open up an account specifically for use with Thinkorswim. They're going to tell you you need a US margins account. And then you're going to tell them, hey, is the PDT rule apply in Canada because I am a Canadian citizen? Usually, if you're a Canadian citizen and you trade the American stocks, PDT doesn't really apply to us because we don't have social security numbers. We have social insurance numbers, so it's a little bit different. Anyways, just give them a quick call. They'll be happy to answer all of your questions. And also, again, due diligence. You're depositing your hard-earned money into a brokerage. Find out what their commissions are. Find out what their fees are, their required minimums. If they're going to charge you a Maintenance fee if you don't take any positions, right? Because if you put $5,000 in and they charge you a maintenance fee of like $100 a year or something like that, like, and you don't plan to trade, or like, you want to know these things. So make sure you do your diligence when it comes to all that stuff. Now, if none of these are an option for you, there's this great website called, what's it called? I should have had this prepared, but I believe it's this one. Or no, sorry, not Finviz. Finviz is a good one too, but it's called TradingView. So if you go to TradingView, I don't need notifications, but launch chart. So basically, any stock you want with real-time data, this will give you access to it. And not gonna lie, the charts actually look pretty good, and you can draw in your resistance lines, I believe, just with this button right here. I actually don't know how to draw resistance lines, but nonetheless, oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. So you can draw your support and resistance lines just like that, which, again, the software that you use does not matter. They all do the same thing. So there you have it. TradingView is fantastic. You can paper trade with them, I'm pretty sure. And you can start taking positions and stuff like that. You can add all of your indicators in exactly the way I've done mine. Again, the software does not matter. They all do the same thing. I just prefer using Thinkorswim because that's what I learned how to trade on, and that's what I'm used to, right? So what I want you to do for homework this week, I'm going to end the video pretty soon here, but I want you to find out what brokers you have in your area. I want you to find out if they have a paper trading option, and I want you to figure out which one is going to work best for you, okay? Ask them about their commissions. Figure out what kind of style trader you are. Do you want to day trade like me, or do you prefer taking swing trades, which are longer term positions? And by longer term, I mean 1 to 3 days or 4 days max, okay? If you like, different brokers will have different things available for different styles of traders. For example, some will have lower commissions, some will be better for day trading, some will be better for long-term investing, that kind of thing. So I want you to find that out. Also, I want you to start paper trading. I don't care what positions you take. I don't care what you do. Just start doing it. And when you paper trade with an amount that you will most likely be able to start with. For example, I know Thinkorswim gives you 100K. If you don't have 100K to invest at the moment, why would you take a 100K position? Yeah, you might make 20 grand on a trade, but you're not going to learn anything, right? If you're going to start with 3K, take positions that are 3K in size. And it doesn't matter. Wake up at market open. It's 7:30 a.m. where I live. Wake up at market open. Take a couple trades, see how you do. Who cares if you lose money, because you're literally paper trading. With investing in the stock market, you learn by doing. That's why I want you to do your due diligence. That's why I want you to do homework. That's why I want you to call your brokers and figure out what option is going to work best for you. That's why I want you to paper trade. I can tell you 100 different strategies that are proven to work right now, but until you test them out and see if they work for you, you're never going to know. So open the box. Open the box. See what's inside, right? Check things out. That's it for this week's video. I'm about to cough, so hopefully I don't, but just kidding, I did. Anyways, that's it for today's video. We will join next time on the next episode, and I will show you about support and resistance, and I will show you the fastest way to learn support and resistance, because that is what this entire course is about. I want you guys to start trading, and I know you guys see my profits, and I know you guys see the amount of money that you can make, the potential for that. So I want you guys to start trading as well. I don't care if you take paper positions, take whatever positions you want. Message me on the Discord chat. If you haven't joined already, it's that first link down in the description right there. Join the Discord group. There is so much valuable information in there. All you have to do is click, download Discord, download it on your laptop, open it up while you're trading, have it on your phone so that you can send me messages on it, or you can message other people in the group, whatever the case might be, right? There is a network of people who are trying to do the same thing as you, so why not learn together? Simple as that. That's it for this week's episode. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Again, I post all my profits on Instagram. All the links are down below. And remember, life is good when you live life trading. See you next time, guys.